Hi, this is Bill for Sparky Channel, and today I'd like to go over some of the Leviton smart dimmers and the matching switch remotes. This could be a pretty confusing subject, so I'm going to try and shed some light on this for you. Now, here's one that I've made a video about. This is the Leviton voice dimmer with Alexa built in, so you can control your lights with your voice. These little dots right here are microphones so that it can hear you, and then this is a speaker so that you can hear Alexa. If you tell Alexa to dim the lights to 50%, she will, or if you tell Alexa to turn the lights off, she will, you know, so forth. And then if you ask her about the traffic in your area, she'll tell you that, and you can ask her about recipes and so forth. So this is really quite a switch. You see, the hub is built in to both this smart dimmer and this smart dimmer that I'm going to discuss in just a moment. This one's about $100, so this was not cheap. This is the DWVAA, and it can be used with up to 4 switch remotes. I have a couple of switch remotes right here. Okay, these are the DD00R-DLZ right here. These have an advantage of, they have an LED light built in, so you can see these at night. So these cost a little more than these switch remotes. This is the DD00R-DL. Okay, now this one has the advantage. It has a dimmer built in. This one doesn't have a dimmer, but it has the LED light. You can use up to 4 switch remotes with either one of these digital dimmer switches. For instance, if you just had one remote with this, typically you would call that a 3-way switch system. But in digital switching, you don't really say that. It's a multi-location switching system with 2 switches. That's really the way you say it in digital switching. So you can have one voice dimmer with Alexa built in, and then you can have 4 of the remote switches. Now, you can use these remote switches with the voice dimmer with Alexa built in, and that way you could manually dim your lights. You can choose either one of these sets of remotes. These do have an advantage of being about $4 cheaper, and you can manually dim them. And these have the advantage of having the little LED lights built in, so you can see them at night. See, neither one of these need a hub. That's a big advancement over previous years. So no hub needed, hubs built right into these. So you use your smartphone with this. You can use it anywhere you want with a smartphone as long as you have an internet connection and your Leviton app on your smartphone. And with both of these, you can do scheduling. You can schedule your lights to go on and off and so forth. So I'd say the biggest difference between these two is that this one you can control with your voice and this one you can't. Another very big difference is this one costs about $55 more than this one. Now let's look at how you would wire these. This is the DW6HD, okay, and it does not have pigtails. You see, the DWVAA has pigtails. Now they both have 5 terminals. One is a green grounding terminal, and then the red one goes to your load. Okay, so this is your switched hot wire that goes to your light or lights. Both of these switches must always go in the box that has the load cable. That's the cable that goes to your light or lights. So that's where these go. If you have a multi-location switch system, the remote switches go in the other boxes. These have to go in the box with the load cable. That's what this red terminal is right here. It says red, RD, and this goes to your load wire, the wire that is hot in a switched manner that goes to your lights. And this is the silver terminal. It goes to the white neutral. This is your, it says BK, that's black. And this is where your hot wire comes in. And this says yellow/red. This is for your traveler wire. So if we go over here, it's the same thing, except it's got pigtails. So we got the pigtail for your ground, and then this is for your traveler wire. In a digital switch system, there's only one traveler wire. This is your load wire. This is the one that goes in a switched manner to your light or lights. And this is your line wire. So this is the hot wire. It's the wire that brings the hot energy into this particular box. And then this is your neutral wire, your white neutral wire. So you have 5 terminals on both of these switches. They're really exactly the same as far as wiring. It's just this one has pigtails and this one doesn't. So in conclusion, okay, this one's $55 more, but it does a lot more. It is voice activated. It'll tell you the weather. It'll tell you the recipe for chicken noodle soup. It'll tell you pretty much whatever you want. And it will control your lights with your voice. This one you just control with your smartphone with the My Leviton app. And there is an advantage to this one that some of my viewers have pointed out. Some viewers do not like Alexa because they feel that it's too intrusive. So this one is just controlled by your smartphone or manually. So you may like this better for that reason. And this one is $55 less. So I'll put a link in my video description for the Leviton DWVAA voice dimmer with Alexa built in. And I'll put a link for the Leviton DW6HD dimmer with Wi-Fi. And I'll put links for these 2 switch remotes. This one right here is called the DD00R/DL. They're about $18. And you can manually control your lights, or you can manually dim them with this one. I'll also put a link for this one. It's the DD0SR-DL, and it does not have dimming capability. However, if you use it with the voice-activated dimmer, you can just tell Alexa to dim your lights. And this one has an LED built in so that you can find it easily at night. And I'll put a link for my video called Leviton Voice Activated Switch with Alexa plus switch remotes, where I install the Alexa Voice Activated Dimmer plus 2 remotes. So that's a digital switching system with 3 switches. So check that video out if you like. Thanks. I hope this video was helpful. Alexa, turn off the light.
Okay.